Good morning. Um, actually, I should have probably tested all this. Good morning, everybody. It's been a long time since I have done a life reminder. And I think one, obviously, as an accountability partner, I should probably do those more often. And two, as somebody who tends to do life reminders in the thick of things or when something sparks an idea. Um, I haven't been sparked lately. Having a shattered knee has definitely done a lot. But last night there was a conversation and it sparked a life reminder. I want everybody out there who is running their own business or who is exceeding so well at life to know that somebody sees you. A lot of times it's not the people that are closest to us, and a lot of times it's not even the people that we expect. But I have seen so many, so many times in my life where someone was watching and they saw something that I didn't even feel. And to this day, there are people that I wish would see those things. If only they could see those things. I want you to know that you, and this is a term from Landmark, but are whole, perfect, and complete. And it's a term that Davika with the transformative sexology always reminds me. Whole, perfect, and complete as you are for who you are. I'm going to use this example because I'm going to use this example. In the third grade, I had an English teacher. My teacher in the third grade, she speed tested us and then told my mom I could pass all the tests at home, no problem. Go to school, fail. And she told my mom that my mom wasn't doing enough, and she told us that I wasn't good enough. And I let that settle into me. And the extra work that I had to do to spell correctly, I stopped. So when I post or when I text or when I comment or when I say things, I have to check that little red squiggly line, right? Because many years ago, I defaulted. I defaulted to not good enough. And when I feel safe, I send messages, ADHD messages. We call them Brittany's. And a lot of people have to translate them. And I work so hard being perfect all the time that when I am texting a friend, I am texting somebody who knows me, I will text them, I will send a text message, hit send, and I will go on to the 100 things on my checklist that I have to do in a day because I run a business and I work for a different company and and I have a kid and I have a life and I don't my phone is always, always on me, but it's not my priority. And so if I need to send a message, I know my ADHD will have me forget that I needed to send it. So I send it and I hit send and I move on. And sometimes I'll come back and say, "Whoa, let me apologize for that." And other times my friends have already read it. They already moved on with the conversation because it's safe. They're my safe space and I don't have to be perfect. There's people that I do business with on a very high level who receive those text messages. And, I do my very best inside of group messages or inside of spaces where, I do have to I am representing my business and myself, and sometimes it slips and I'll correct them, but for the most part, I watch the little squiggly line. But if it's a one-on-one conversation, I don't because I'm safe. And I really want you all to know that on a high business level with those people, they see that I do amazing things every day and they give me the grace to not be perfect. And I have amazing friends who give me the grace to not be perfect. And I'm on dating apps and I tell them straight out, I'm not perfect here. If I have to impress, if I have to dress to impress to make somebody like me, or I get it. On business, yes. Everything needs to be as pristine as possible, right? That's your business. That's you're selling your product. And my product is accountability and showing up for yourself. And so when you are accountable and when you show up for yourself, know that there are people who are giving you the space to be safe. And you don't always have to be perfect. And the people who refuse to give you that grace, that's on them. This life reminder is it's on them to not see how hard you work. It's on them to not honor how hard you work. But there is somebody who sees you, and you deserve to give yourself the grace of not always being perfect, but taking care of business and taking care of yourself and being the best who that you are because you are whole, perfect, and complete as is. You deserve to know that you are whole, perfect, and complete. And I hope that you can give others and yourself grace in spaces where they might not seem perfect or whole or complete. Allow people to be whole, perfect, and complete inside of mistakes, inside of I know an abundance of words and I have a huge vocabulary and I read and I do all the things that people say you do and then that helps you read and I gave up in the 3rd grade for writing. Love writing, but my spelling, I let it go. And I'm okay with the fact that I let it go. It hurts that other people that are supposed to be my safe space don't allow me the freedom to be okay. And so I just want you to know it's okay. And there's grace, and there is acceptance, and there's abundance in not being quote unquote perfect or on board all the time. Be who you are as you are and utilize your safe spaces because the world is exhausting and they will drain you. So, today's life reminder you are whole, perfect, and complete. And recognize that people acknowledge you for who you are and see how amazing you can be.